extra Charlie for chill. I'm in the house with Sheikh Salawaatia, Imam Rashid Qutb Zaman. We're discussing the importance of peace now, during the elections and after the elections. Indeed, Sheikh Salawaatia is not a strange person in this country, internationally acknowledged Imam, the leader of the Salawaatia movement here in Ghana. Sheikh, I'd like for us to, we're going to, you lived in Tamale all your life. You were born and bred and grew up all your life in Tamale.
Yeah.
We'll be going to Tamale pretty soon. But you are a very spiritual man, that you see things that people don't see. And sometimes explaining what you see can become a problem, particularly for those who do not understand it. What are the challenges you find sometimes in explaining things like this, even with things that you might have seen about elections 2012?
Well, that is true that I face a lot of challenges. I depend solely on visions. What I mean by vision here is during the daytime, I'm not asleep. It doesn't come as a result of a particular supplication that I'm doing or prayer that I'm doing, no. But sometimes I'll just be sitting down or I will do something, then all of a sudden I'll see a vision. Sometimes that vision might be pleasant vision, sometimes not. Sometimes too there'll be instructions accompanying that, look, you should tell people to do this and that and that and that. Yeah. One of those things are what we are seeing now in the whole world. We talked about earthquakes, hurricane, floods, and so on and so forth. Now Nigeria is split into two now by a heavy downpour of rain. There's flooding that has divided the country into two. It's the northern part and the southern part. It's very difficult to cross over. They only cross over by boats now. Something that has never been experienced. And Ghana is also a country that will be experienced that today. Today we heard that some I think Hohoi in particular, some part of Hohoi has submerged in water. Now, this is something that is actually, if you look at critically, if you look at Islam, it's not something strange. But people sometimes think that we are trying to know the unseen, and so on and so on and so forth. But you being taught something, or you being made to see something, does not make you a super human being. It doesn't make you a super malam and extra malam and so on and so forth. Maybe it is a gift by Allah.
That's right.
But one thing about it is that nobody has come out to say that you said this and it didn't happen. So my critics actually they help me a lot, because you want to be to know game and so on and so forth. But that is not actually
the case.
The case. Now, it is actually to help the human being.
Absolutely.
It's actually to help the human being to be able to live peacefully, and so that things like disasters will not experience them. I wouldn't want to talk about it this morning because if you look at India, for instance, millions have lost their lives, and millions have been rendered homeless. Now, I think if they were able to do the sadaqah that was prescribed, they would have been able to avoid this kind of calamity. Now, I know very well that we are doing very much so that we will experience peace before, during, and after these general elections. We are doing all I can. I wouldn't say anything about the elections itself, the general election itself. I will only say that hopefully we are going to experience one of the peaceful elections that
in this country.
In this country.
You also think that what is critical for humankind today is for us to understand sacrifice and its importance.
That's right.
That sacrifice will help us get away from troubles.
That's right.
From our challenges.
Yes.
The sacrifice will help us solve most of our problems.
Or or we can even say sadaqah, that's giving out alms.
That's right.
Feeding the poor, feeding the needy, and so including them will help a lot to bring about human development, etc., etc. But as a matter of fact, if you are able to feed somebody who had no food at all, just go into your inner self and see whether you are happy or not.
That's right.
That will tell you that you have solved some of your problems. If you were depressed, you see that actually you will come out of the depression somehow, because you'll be happy. If you make somebody happy, you'll be happy yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But if you make somebody sad, obviously you'll be sad yourself. Yes.
Let's go to Tamale.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this sharp question.
Yes.
Have you ever attacked somebody?
No.
You have a background in the military. Do you work with arms?
No, I don't work with arms.
Okay.
At all.
And you've never attacked anybody?
No, I never attacked anybody.
And sometimes people think you are a heated element, waiting to catch fire and burn.
No.
Is it true?
No, it's not true.
Okay.
It's not true.
So essentially, you are a peacemaker.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let me put this question. I know it's going to be a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Accusations and counter-accusations.
Yeah.
You've received some of them in your life.
Yeah.
Because it is difficult for people to understand you. So you've been accused falsely so many times, and you've handled it in your own way.
Yeah.
Quite recently, in Tamale, there's this thing about you, that you attacked a mosque, you and your followers. You vandalized it, and you were invited over to speak to the security agencies in Tamale.
Yes.
And some see you as a troublemaker.
Yeah. It's very, very unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate. I have actually, I love I love my country. I love my tribe. I have served my country in various capacities. I've served my country as a military man, as a commissioned officer of the Ghana Armed Forces. I've been trained.
Okay, I think we have visuals here of Sheikh Salawaatia in Tamale.
Okay.
And that is his car passing by the very mosques that people says he attacked the mosque. But we can see the procession was just passing. And indeed nothing happened to the said mosque.
Yes.
So this is it, Sheikh. All he did was to pass through.
Yeah, we passed through.
Okay.
We passed through. But that was actually a day. It was the Salah day.
Okay.
And we were happy because every Salah, Salah, if you observe the Salah,
that's right,
or the Eid, you are happy. Yes. So we were happy. We were invited to a function of the interpretation of the Quran, and by Dr. Al-Hussein Zakaria. So when we were returning from that place, we had 2 gunshots. Actually, we were fired on. And stones were held at us. Fortunately, none of us sustained any injury. But so we halted a while. Then I told them we should proceed. By that time, we haven't actually reached the mosque yet. Then we passed through the mosque and went home. Now, if you attack somebody, you try as much as possible to get home first.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we were walking at walking pace to our home. And it's very, very unfortunate that they will say that I have attacked people that were praying. They were making a congregational prayer. Now, 1, I will not attack a mosque. 2, I will not attack anybody who is a Muslim. 3, I will not even attack anybody who is praying. So these were all false accusations. Actually, the police, we were invited to the police station. The police also conducted their side of it. And they saw that
nothing happened.
I made a press conference. I held a press conference, and during the press conference, after speaking to them and telling them that no, I didn't attack anybody. In fact, as a matter of fact, it was a diversion of what I did during Ramadan. Now, we have problem in northern region. We have 3 types of gigantic problems. One problem is the chieftaincy affair. Another problem is politics itself. And then the third problem is the age-old Al-Sunnah versus Tijaniya conflict. I'm a Tijaniya. And then there's Al-Sunnah. Now, let me just tell you one thing that we should also be, all of us should be very careful. Now, I was coming home, being accompanied by a lot of people. These people did not see me attack anybody. These people didn't see me fire any weapon. So if you accuse me that I attacked you, you accuse me of attacking you, and later on, this one of these people or these people who were following me didn't see any attack. If they see you or if they happen to be working with you, do you think they can respect you? No.
It ends right there.
Yes, and our politicians are not helping us in this matter.
You also think that there are factors of violence that leaders must pay attention to. For instance, you talked about factors of communal violence, chieftaincy and religion, like you just said, and then the sectorial differences. And you think leaders must be able to get a stranglehold over these factors in order not to exacerbate an already simmering tension that lies down below in the northern region.
But dialogue is very, very important. First and foremost, all leaders should call their people to order. That's the first and foremost thing that people should do, whether it is election time or not election time. I mean, communal violence is not warranted anywhere in this world. So people should rather, especially Muslims, we should really, really talk about peace. I'm a peace broker. I always talk about peace. Right. Now, we should dialogue. If there are problems that is common as a result of our differences in practice and so on and so forth, we should sit down and talk about them. Now, dialogue is very, very important because we will try to iron ourselves. We should really unite. There are so many things that unite us. We should unite, and then in our unity, we should also agree to disagree in our practices. You see, so that I see you as a brother Muslim, you see me as a brother Muslim. If you condemn me to hell, if you say that I'm not a Muslim, how can I reach out to you?
You have an excellent relationship with a respected Imam Basha in Tamale, who belongs to the Al-Sunnah group, and you would wish that a lot more many people would emulate the relationship you have between you.
Yes. Sheikh Bayan, as he's popularly known now, Sheikh Bayan, that's Sheikh Basha. I have a very good relationship with him. We have agreed that we should remain Muslims, but he should practice his Al-Sunnah, and I should practice Tijaniya. And one time he was the national chairman of the Al-Sunnah, the national chairman of the Al-Sunnah sect. Now, if he can reach out to me and I can reach out to him, why not the rest?